Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a waffle with a flat habit. Bye up, bye up. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to Gunners Collective TV. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put the notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. I appreciate the support, man. I'm very humbled by it. So let's talk Blue Torta, right? This individual, right? Yeah, man. Man, he just Cell Soldier 101. You know, so can I get some get backs? Can I say, can I get some get backs, right? In the words of Cholo Juan. You know, I seen a video the other day and I was laughing. It was hilarious, right? It was hilarious in every different direction. One, I think it was made just to ruffle some feathers. Two, if you read between the lines and see, sometimes you can watch and learn how to read between the lines with your eyes. You could see that there's some underlying tension. And then if you know what I know, like we know that I know, then you know that it's real. Cholo Juan does a video in Calexico, right? Now, for those of you that don't know, allegedly, Blue Devil, the sworn enemigo of Cholo Juan, the guy who fucking had Cholo Juan on his podcast, another guy, but didn't want no smoke. Didn't want to smoke on that pack. Didn't want to smoke the Cholo Juan pack. Nope, no siree. In fact, what he did was he set him up, called his primo. We all know what happened. Snowman got on the phone, red rags, toe tags, all that. It went down, right? About a year ago. But we have Blue Waffle, who allegedly lived in Calexico at one point in time. From what I hear, it no longer stays there, but lived there. And Cholo Juan calls him the tax collector. He says that Vato's getting his fucking tax game up to par. He's doing his thing, right? He pulls up, Cholo Juan pulls up to Calexico, is walking right there in the middle of the street, and he says, hey, where you at, tax collector? Let's go ahead and throw them things. Let's podcast. He didn't tell him let's throw them things in so many words, but he's like, let's podcast together. You know, podcast nowadays, aka pull up. So he says, let's do a pod together, just me and you, your cousin and your boyfriend too, whoever. He said, however you want, like whatever you want to do, man, pull up and let's discuss something. Now, for a long time, Cholo Juan and Blue Huevo they've been beefing, right? They've been beefing because Blue Devil talks a lot of shit about Cholo Juan, but then doubles back all the time. And I think Cholo Juan is fed up with it. So Cholo Juan, being the comedian he is, he's a very funny guy, man. I support his channel. I don't give a fuck, man. Make sure you guys go tap into Cholo Juan, support his channel for reals, right? That dude right there, I don't care, man, about the active, non-active, the politics, the game. We're on the streets, man. And he's a fucking a content creator on YouTube, and he's brown, and I want to support him till the wheels fall off. And I don't give a fuck if he's talked shit about me in the past or if he has or hasn't. I understand. See, when an active dude, allegedly, that's still in the mix or still in good standings or still out in his neighborhood or he's just a cool guy, right? Any of that, right? When he says something bad about me, I don't take it to heart. I ain't even tripping, man. You know, he's doing what he's got to do, what he's supposed to do. You know, he has to stand on his side of the fence and rep his paño. But when you're someone like Blue Devil, who consistently and constantly runs his fucking, he just bumps baking soda, bro. He just licks the door. He's just licking on the fucking cell door, right? He's a cell soldier. You know, he's very strong-minded when it comes to business. He knows how to get the views. He just doesn't get them. You know, hey, that $13 to make you holler, get paid to do the wild thing requests, man, that was genius. That was genius. I feel sorry for the people that pay it, but it was genius. You know, that sell you a shirt but never send it to you shit? That shit was fucking a masterpiece. He created that. He's a mad scientist. He must have created that in the blue lab. He did that. Soy Blue Devil, right? Soy cow tipper. Look, he likes to bump a lot of baking soda breath. He likes to talk shit about me and Dubs and Anyone, man. It doesn't matter, except for black people. No. Slow motion. He ain't talking nothing about no black people. Fuck that. He might go in on Brick Baby from time to time, but he definitely ain't gonna talk about on Paru Whack 100 because he knows Unc could get him. Unc could tear his ass up like he did Brick and Loose, right? So he don't want that smoke. I'll say this. Blue Devil has ruffled a lot of feathers, talked a lot of shit, and even talked shit about alleged active Southsiders, Daniels, all that, man. No one's off limits when it comes to that Vato. That Vato's going to speak his mind. Chale. You know what I mean? So trip out, Blue Chafa. You talk shit about fucking Cholo Juan. Cholo, I almost called him Walla Juan. Walla Juan, huh? He pulls up to your podcast and says, we can catch them hands one-on-one, the fade, whatever, however the Southsiders say it nowadays, right? We could do that. And Blue Devil doesn't, his fat ass can't even get up out the seat. He sits there with his hands on his thing and still tries to smirk and act tough, but then takes phone calls. And it was a setup. It was a big setup. We all know it now. Cholo, he didn't want to fight Cholo Juan, so he put a big dog on him, right? And, respects to that Vato Snowman, man. I don't know him like that, but, Snowman was quick to fucking defend, Blue Thorts. So at the end of the day, that shit never materialized. I guess him and Cholo Juan had a conversation if they ever did. And that was that. That was put to rest. Cholo Juan never once denied anything, though. He was like, man, I'm willing to take the fade. And he stood on why he carries a red paño. He stood on why he wears red. He stood on his toes, homie. He stood on his morals, his principles. His dignity, his respect. And you can say a lot about Cholo Juan. You can say he's a character. He's funny. Some people call him a J-Cat. I don't. That's not out of my mouth, right? I could say this about Cholo Juan. He's real. He's really about that shit. When he pulled up to that fucking podcast, he pulled up Bolo Young. The Vato was like, here's a... He pulled up, right? Blue Devil said, no. Oh, hell no, right? Well, anyways, so Cholo Juan pulls up the other day to Calexico and he's saying, what's up, man? What's good with it, Blue Devil? Now, Blue Devil is yet to respond. And I think Blue Devil's best course of action right now is to not respond. Because at the end of the day, you look stupider than you already look, stupid. You don't want to fight no one, just like I don't want to fight no one. I always throw myself in the mix. Gun, make it about you. Make it about you. I will. Right? I'll make it about me. Bang, bang. Pinta bound. See gun in your town and you know what's going to go down. Or I am. Either way, man, probably going to get clapped. But not my cheeks. Sorry, Blue Devil. I know you're going to cut that, strike that, and reverse it. Look, I'll say this. That dude, Blue Devil, is mischievous. He likes to cause chaos. He likes to cause disruption and division. He hates Norteños. I'm starting to believe that he hates brown people, period. Because he always seems to find himself in conflict with brown people. And this is another one on the long list of brown people that he's had conflict with. Norby's, fucking Swifty Blue. I mean, that list can go. It's a long lista. You know what I mean? It's turning into its own BNLs. It's a bad news list. The thing is, Cholo Juan ain't no sucker, man. You know what I mean? He don't spell punk with a P. That Vato pulled up to the area that he knew Blue Devil frequented or was from and said, where you at? Crickets. Jiminy Cricket, right? Blue Devil won't address that. Instead, what does Blue Devil do? What's his next course of action? Let me explain to you exactly what he does. Instead of getting online and saying, you know what, Vato? Hey, bro, I don't even know why you're tripping like that. I don't know why you're pulling up, homie. It's not even that serious, right? And maybe, picking up the phone, because Cholo Juan said in the video, you have my number, bro. Let's talk. And maybe fucking doing a peace offering or whatever you got to do. Fucking share a burrito together, whatever it's going to take. Instead, he does something even more fucking crazy than anything. They're about to fucking a gangster. You want to know what he does? He does a live talking about Dubs and mentions myself, right? That's what he does. He deflects. The fact that an alleged active dude is on him. Like, hey, what's up, bro? You talk that shit. Where you at now? Nah, he'll sit there and he'll call me all kinds of PCs and Dubs all kinds of PCs and all this and that. And doesn't know what time it is, bro. Hey, he'll sit there in his fat ass fucking comfortable, right? Now, I say that to say this. You go ahead and get yours, bro. If it brings you more views, if it helps your algorithm, then do your thing. It just helps me gain more support and people to realize how stupid and how maniacal you are and how money hungry you are when it comes to other people. Trying to get over on them, bro. You'll sit over there and talk shit. You're all mad. I've never seen. They baffles me. These people that watch other people's lives or podcasts and talk shit about them, but you're watching though, bitch. It's crazy, right? And I say bitch with the capital B, and the reason why I say it is because it's bitch tendencies. You know, a bitch stays on her man. Ugh. Where are you at? What are you doing? Who are you talking to? No, ha, all that, right? What do? Bitch tendencies, man. Meanwhile, somewhere in Calexico, there's a cholo named Juan walking around talking about where you at, homie? Now that tax collector thing, only those that know why he said that knows why he said that, right? That was a little jab, and we get it. Cholo Juan ain't fucking around, bro. That Vato's a comedian with it. He can make you laugh, but I guarantee he also can make you cry. I've always supported him, and I'm not supporting him because he's going against Blue Devil and Blue Devil talk shit about me, because Cholo Juan has talked shit about me in the past as well. It's the fact that they wonder why they call you bitch. Wonder why they call you bitch. I betcha. When I see an individual like Blue Devil who talks a lot of shit about people, then I have to bring out the Red Devil. And it's not because it's North-South shit. It's because the Red Devil got that motherfucking Blue Devil on sizzle. You know, hey, Cholo Juan's the Red Devil, homie. That Vato's the Red Devil. Walking around Calexico, the middle of the desert. Hot than a motherfucker. Con pinche nopal, cactus, all that, right? Calling you out. Now, I'm not advising you take that fade because I don't want to see the top of your head get flatted, right? I don't do that, bro. And it really ain't that serious because one, law enforcement watches, you know, so that's why Cholo Juan was smooth. Podcasting, did all that, man. You can read between the lines and decipher what you decipher. You can read hieroglyphics, you know, you can get your eyes poked out and speak and read in Braille. You can read, right? I'll say this about that, though. Cholo Juan was doing it as a skit and clowning, but he was sending shots and messages. And the message was, Blue Devil, stop already. Stop talking shit. Stop running your fucking neck. You know, when are you going to stop, bro? When are you going to realize that talking shit about everyone and doing all that doesn't work for you, bro? No one's intimidated. You don't have it. You are not him. You ain't, bro. You don't pose a threat. Yeah, you can make phone calls. Yeah, you might be tapped in with Kool-Aid from Pocos Pero Locos. Yeah, you can do this and you can do that. But that don't mean shit. Another thing, Mr. Brown Person Hater, you had Kool-Aid. I seen it from Pocos Pero Locos on there. A pioneer, someone who has helped the Latino community, the raza, the whatever fucking name you want to put on it, the peoples, the Chicanos, the brown people, the Mexicans. She's helped them in the rap game for several years, putting them on, allowing them to have platforms. You know, when no other fucking people would put them on a platform, she did. She created something smooth for the gente, for the people. Yes, in Southern California, maybe not so Northern California, but I see everything, man. Remember, I did a lot of time in Southern California. I was down there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with some South. I more than you are, Haters World, right? So anyways, you have her on your fucking podcast, and what do? You disrespect the woman. You sit there and smirk your fat ass fart and do all kinds of weird shit. Ask her, what has she contributed? What have you contributed to the Mexican community? Besides being someone who fucking charges your own gente $13 for a song, bro. Come on now. Come on, Fluffy. It doesn't work, man. You're going to fucking disrespect that woman, a pioneer in the rap game for the fucking Mexicano community, for the Chicano community. And a woman at that, man. What were you trying to get out of it? Oh, I asked the hard questions. No, you asked the stupid questions, stupid. You know, stupid is what stupid does. Anyways, Cholo Juan pulled up, bro. He pulled up and, you know, you never know. One of these days he might pull up to drink some boba. You, on the other hand, were right there, bro, talking to Kool-Aid. You were too busy. You were talking to a woman when a man was looking for you. I'm going to say this, bro. My advice to you, and I know you listen, you watch everything I do. I've watched you watch me. I've watched you watch me watch you, right? Look, instead of consistently disrespecting your own people, because your own people are going to be the ones that do you. I'm telling you right now, bro. Hey, look, bro, I've been around Southsiders long enough to understand how they get down, man. There's going to come a point in time when you disrespect the wrong one, and he's going to be tapped in like you might be tapped in, right? And his tap in might be a little bit more major than your tap in. I'm not no disrespecting your tap in, but you know what I'm saying when I say tap in, and you're going to go to a place or find yourself in a situation or an area where it goes down. So shout out to Cholo Juan, man, for continuing to expose the waffle for what he is. And that's a fake, a fraud, and an individual that would just bump baking soda breath for views. Me, myself, I ain't trying to fight no one. If Cholo Juan says, gun, I'm pulling up right now to Washington, I'm right there. I'll say, You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. But I would, if I had the number, I'd call and say, bro, I ain't fighting you. I don't give a fuck about you. You big fat motherfucker, I don't want to fight you. I'll be straight up, man. But I support Cholo Juan and I respect him, man. And I respect the gangster in him. That's one thing Blue Devil's gonna have to learn. I know he's still a fucking morro, right? He's still a kid. He's small. He's just fat and ugly. Listen, youngster, you need to understand, bro. You got to stop playing with people. You playing with the wrong ones, bro. You're barking up the wrong trees. And you know what I mean? And timber, the tree might fall on your head. So the best thing for you to do at this point in time is to lean back like a Fat Joe song and give that Vato Juan a call, man. Let's get invite him in for lemonade. Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink. Invite him in for some lemonade, bro, because you're going to get your lemon popped. And you're going to need first aid. If you don't fucking calm down disrespecting that dude, because that pull-up was real. Now, I don't know if that Vato was really in Calexico or he was just fucking bull jiving. In the words of Shay Shay, he was bull jiving, right? I don't know if he was bull jiving, but at the end of the day, listen here, Skip, I'm just bull jiving, right? At the end of the day, he sent you a direct message, a directa. The direct message was this: call on Tyrone. No, not. I know you're scared to talk about Tyrone, but call on Tyrone, right? You, Blue Devil, are the epitome of a fraidy cat. They're going to call you Blue Fraidy. You know what I mean? You're a fraidy cat, homie. Anything brown moving, you'll talk a lot of caca because someone got your backsides, right? They got your back. But no, don't talk about black. And there's some about Cholo Juan. Hey, Cholo Juan, if you get cornrows, it's over. It's fucking over. That dude will call quick and want to give you a reach around. I repeat, Cholo Juan, do not, and this is Morse code, do not get cornrows. Because if you do, that Vato will love you long time. Or maybe get him and he'll apologize. Because he does that to all the black. He'll be like, what's up, Unc? You'll be Unc, Cholo Juan the Unc. Tío, órale, tío. Anyways, with that being said, man, I just seen that. I thought it was something funny to laugh at, man. Cholo Juan pulled up, was like, where you at? Where you at? Let's pod. Let's do a pod together. Now, of course, I want to say to the authorities that are watching, because they watch everything, Cholo Juan was just playing. Them was jokes, y'all. Them was jokes, right? But I truly, truly, truly believe, Blue Devil, you need to stop woofing on your own peoples, man. You're the only one I see do that. It's not that you're hard, because we haven't seen none of this. It's just a whole bunch of that. It's crazy, man. And you talk shit about me, go ahead. Only get yours, bro. Get your, it helps me out more than it helps you. So go ahead and get yours if you want to talk shit and PCKs and punk and this and that. Go ahead, bro. Buster and all that. Go ahead. That's cool. That's fine, bro. You one day in HD. That's all I got to say. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. Shout out to Cholo Juan. He did that, man. Once again, there was a no-show. There was a show up and a no-show up, And in the words of Cholo Juan, I want to say, ha.